The dribble drive motion mantra is, for me, I've dubbed it as key, free, or three. Now, we are always trying to get to the key, we're trying to get free throws, or we're trying to shoot threes. So the saying goes, Vance is saying was, we love layups and like three-pointers. When you're watching this a lot of times, people are shooting way more threes than they are getting layups or paint touches. So this diagram here discusses why you want to do this. Now the first hash mark, the 1.2 here for you guys, is first hash mark to the blocks. Now, a good player or a good cleanup post kid is making that 60% of the time. So how we come up with 1.2 is we multiply 60% times 2 equals 1.2 points per possession every time we shoot that shot. On three-pointers, we like our players to be between 35 and 40%. And a decent high school player can make a catch and shoot three 35% of the time. That's why we'll give you that 1.005 on the perimeter. Now, the best shot is a 70% free throw. That's not asking a kid, that's asking a kid to be average. That's 1.4. So if they're an 80% shooter, 85% shooter, that is the highest percentage shot that you can get in basketball. And the only way you get that is by having an attack mentality. I mean, James Harden gets there by shooting threes, throwing his legs out, praying for fouls and getting them. But most of us in here are probably high school coaches, college coaches that do not have James Harden. Now, the 0.56 is a study from John Calipari. When he was going to put this in, he studied it over about 4 or 5 years of his team shooting mid-range shots. And he came up with, they shot it at 28%. So the philosophy behind this chart is, why shoot this shot when you're only going to make half a point per possession when you can catch and shoot threes and make 1.05 of your points, and you're shooting a higher percentage. Even if you shot 35% from here, you're only 0.70. So my advice, if you're a first-time coach putting this in, you live by the key, free, or three mantra. So this little 0.56 in here, this floater range, trust me, your kids are going to be between 28% to 30-something%. I know there are exceptions to the rules. I have them. Typically, one player or two players on my team shoot that shot. The rest do not. But the more you get away from that, the more people you let shoot it, the efficiency of your offense will go down.